Good morning and welcome to another episode of Wood Couture Podcast. Today is our 10th edition. It's a very special edition because we are here with my business partner and mentor, Paolo Della Casa. Ciao, Paolo.
Thank you to having me here with you.
So these people want to know, how did you end up in FF&E, in furniture?
Opportunity. Only opportunity.
So it was a massive opportunity.
Yeah, in America, I see the opportunity. I have the money to do that, and I did it. And I was very, very lucky to meet the right people that they mentor me, and they teach me to do the right things, which in the beginning I did not. And after I learned, because I put the nose against the wall, and the blood was my blood, and I learned in my skin.
What's the main things you've learned? The things you say, this is with me even now.
When you go in a job site, field measurement, to respect the schedule, that kind of stuff, and to be black and white in the work, you need to be really black and white.
So going back to that, now very interesting. You very vocal about the missed opportunity in the market and in our industry. So the question I have for you is this one: if we now, that's the camera, right? And you've got the CEO of Hilton, Marriot, Accor, and Wyndham. What's the message for them? What do you want to tell them? Let's
go dinner. And let's talking seriously about what is possible to do to avoid problem of the late opening and over budget in material that the client go pissed off, so they chose a different kind of material, different kind of selection of material, and the opening will be with a different kind of material design that is not what the interior designer did and not what the hotel operator want. So let's go dinner.
Okay, how would you pitch to them the biggest opportunity they are missing out? What they're really missing out?
I'm sure they lose an incredible opportunity in to give much better, to be more strong themselves and to offer a better, strong service to the client, to the hospitality business. I'm not a professor, it's only my opinion.
But this guy makes big money by booking hotels, so why they will come
booking hotel. I talk about furniture.
So,
but there is an opportunity, I think, that is around the large operators to give much better service to the full industry of the hospitality business. Of course, on the technical service area, of course, in the material, of course, on the design made by the interior designer, to work with, if they apply a different method and they approach the client, come on, a client put their name outside, okay, whatever is the name of the brand. So there is a big trust. Help also client that they don't have a very important organization inside to manage not only the OSAE, but to manage also the FF&E. So help the client to buy well. No expensive, not cheap, well. The real value of the material. Help the client to manage all that kind of large process before to go in production. That is where you play tough in the market, because today, there's again my opinion, a lot of hotel open late because of the furniture problem, which is undervaluated. You know that from everybody, or from a lot of people.
But everybody says, there are so many suppliers there, they can make chairs and table.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
Why is Paolo Della Casa different?
Because it's not the problem to make a chair or table. There is many suppliers to do that. It's before to make the table and the chair. I already said in another video story like that. So it's the preparation of the entire deal. It's a puzzle on the table. You need to put together all the little pieces. If you are not able to put the piece together, you destroy the project. The furniture, the dress of the hotel. All the composition of that project is made of that design is made of material. It's not made of one material. The combination of that kind of material gives the result of the interior designer. The ability to work in that preparation is not on the job site today. General contractor that they manage furniture. General contractor know about concrete, MMP. Okay, furniture is a difference, much more easy. But the preparation of the entire plate before doing production is the real key.
So experience is the key. Obviously, everywhere and even in here. So what do you normally do when a new guy comes to the technical department? What's the first thing you teach them, the Paolo Della Casa way of doing things? What do
you know what I do? I take your risk, jump in the swimming pool and swim.
What does he have to do to learn how to swim?
Is focus, attention to the details, is dedication every day. You have a BOQ, you discover that the BOQ that you receive many times is not the correct one. So you need to starting from there to understanding the quality, to review the specification from the interior designer that normally are perfectly documented. It's very important document, but sometimes there is something that is not matching perfectly. Codification of material sometimes is not there. So you starting little by little with a dedication, and after you change page, you go a little more deeply, complicated. I don't do a babysitter to anybody, you know that. Okay, that is why I said jump and go. Do your mistake. Of course, you have a problem, come to speak with the company. Okay, normally they come to me, and the answer is always the same. Take your risk, take your decision.
So if somebody says, okay, Paolo, here's my project, come in, how long does it take to make an impact? How long would it take you to make an impact and go on and finish the project?
From zero?
Yeah.
9 months, 10 months, 12 months. I don't trust in the people to say in 3 months I do the project. It's only talking. So now I have a contract. I receive the money from the client. Now the client is like that. So what you do? Client. You need to support the guy. The 3 months become 6. The 6 become 9. Change order, variation, change order. There's the way to working. There's the way to say 3 months. Come on. Be honest. Tell the truth. Starting early. Now we are we are in the phase to close several deals, and the complication to close the piece of paper jeopardize already in 2 projects the opening, because on the beginning the opening was there and we was ready to be to anticipate the date, but now little by little they killed the schedule. Only to talking, I don't want to take the responsibility. I miss them, I miss him. What is that?
But how do you react to the people say, come on, Paolo, you start doing shop drawing, you finish, start producing?
Yeah, okay.
So what's the reality of that?
So you need to be tough, respecting rules. And when you see that the rules is not respected, you need to try to explain in the most sweet way. Sweet is a wrong word, of course. The way to work, but the complications when the opposite side of the table, there is people that only because they have a business card, they think that they created the group that they represented, and they don't have the knowledge to go ahead in the in the operation, and they say, no, you do like that because it's me. It's not easy for me. Don't be rough.
Of course. The people that go to school now, you see, you get a lot of intern students. They study interior design, they study project management, and anybody that want to enter this industry, what they should really know before stepping inside, before jumping in the famous swimming pool?
Yesterday is a good question, because we had a very important video conference with a client in Europe. It was the procurement guys, our men, business development, the interior designer, owner representative, I think. And we started to discover the problem that is in the design, the procurement, they starting to fight, okay? And you know that we have a young guy that is 3 days with us, second day yesterday, which is in the last year of to be architect, interior design study. So I said, John, come here, sit there, don't speak, listen. After 3 hours, when we finished the video, you remember what he said? He said, I'm sorry, but that is the reality? I said, yeah. He said, in school it's different. Oh, okay, really? It's different in school. But that is the reality. Be ready to go in that kind of nightmare every day. He said, I don't know if I'm very interested to go there. I think it was a different kind of, on the interior designer, linked to the furniture operation that we do, of course. So he was shocked, really shocked about to listen a very, very important interior designer, an important expert procurement company, how much everything it was not linked, not synchronized, not moving on the same direction. The vice president of the operator was also on the video conference, so which he was very, very, very disappointed. Okay, so this is.
Have you ever found anybody in a project that say, those people understand something?
Of course, an interior designer is magic. They know incredibly much more of many people, okay? For sure of me, in their field. it would be fantastic if the interior designer, when they starting to develop their incredible design and beauty, they interacting a little more with the real world of the material factory. You specify on material that a lot of time the interior designer, most probably, I'm not sure, they probably know that it's not possible to use that kind of brand in the job site. Why? Budget. So speak with somebody that is a manufacturer, somebody with experience, and try. Don't interfere in the design, absolutely, but give that kind of suggestion. Hey, if you use that material, the result is the same, and the budget is safe. There is no question of value engineering, that kind of stuff. Okay, and you go. Probably they will offer something more to the project. Okay, we see a lot of situation where the interior design is an incredible, beautiful work. And there is not the budget, and the client is forced to find different kind of solution. So they speaking with a procurement company normally, which they are super people that probably they do think that probably don't matching exactly with the system. I need to protect. You always need to protect the design. Okay, the interior design is the book, is the they decide. You know perfectly, without the interior designer approval, we don't do anything. Even if the owner says, no, you do that, I'm sorry, I need to go to the interior designer. Okay? So when that design is not matching with the budget, it's a surprise. Everybody says, oh my God, I don't have the money. Well, you don't know that in the beginning, that your budget is only 3 million, 2 million, 1 million, 10 million, whatever number. So try to design, think, link it to the budget, but because the interior designer into working free, their vision is fantastic when they go free, though you don't need to close them in a box. If they're speaking with a real supplier of fabrics, for example, or supplier of material, no, FF&E, probably they have a better understanding of some value of material, and they respecting the beautiful design for the client will be in budget from the beginning. So what do you mean that you speed up the process?
Value engineering or engineering value?
No one. Don't exist.
Why they don't exist?
Come on, it's only talking. They do value engineering. You know exactly what you need to do at the job
so
site.
What's the real story behind the talking of value engineering?
It's only to sell something that don't exist. There's my personal opinion, of course.
Such as, give me an example.
You go in a project that they asking, hey, it's too expensive, do a value engineering. Well, value engineering what? You need to respect the schedule, and you need to respect the specification of the interior design. There is no story. If you do something different, the interior design will disapprove, and they're right, because the client pay for that design. So it's only talking.
So there is no value engineering in your opinion?
You need only to agree with the client, with the interior designer first and the client. There is the chance, of course, to modify the composition of material. But when they said, hey, we need to save 15% and let's start to do value engineering. Well, come on, 15% of $3 million in a value engineering. So that means you screwed the client before. So what is that? Oh, now I did value engineering and reduce the price.
So what can you do without? Fabrics control sample or material control samples? What's your favorite? Without, What can you do without?
Fabrics is the most complicated. So you need to dedicate a lot of focus, attention, and dedication on the fabrics. It's not easy. The fabric is undervaluating matter from a lot of people.
So if you had to choose, I would rather have the fabrics control sample and not the material control sample.
Fabrics.
So fabrics is a must.
Yeah, of course. It's killing project, the fabrics.
So
killing budget.
And you feel confident you can replicate a piece of wood?
Yeah, you replicate also by computer. So you see, we did that in a big project in Kuwait, where the client was without any knowledge, any experience, any samples, anything. So we recreate virtually material. And after they chose 1, 2, 3, and after we was in production to give the original, the physical material. You don't do that with the fabrics, because the fabric's composition, you don't design that. So when you do a sample of in 3D, for example, of a veneer, it's wood, okay? So black and white, walnut, cherry, whatever is the wood, whatever. still there, it's wood, so it's very easy to replicate it after. If a client or interior designer says, yeah, I like that color. So you go in production, you replicate the sample. You know that you deliver material that is very known from everybody. But if I tell you, I like that, by picture, by 3D, in which way I know the composition. So when I deliver that, maybe the interior designer said, no, the composition is not what we're looking for the hotel. So it's a big challenge. That is why I said we need the fabrics material, the sample material of the fabrics.
Why there is always a problem with budget? You repeated the word budget 10 times. Budget. It seems the budget is the biggest issue.
The budget is the key of the project in construction, everything, even in the furniture. And because the furniture most of the time is decided at the end, there is so many projects that probably they use part of the budget of the furniture for something else. Okay? So the budget of the furniture will go down, and the material designer, by the specification of the interior designer, have a different kind of value. And that is the difference. So what I do, I don't have the money to buy that. What I need to do? So somebody come with the idea, let's go here, let's go there, I know the system. It's a problem. Even because the time is go like that, and you need to resolve the problem in a very short time, which is very, 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 very complicated.
But you see, some people, they go and buy one chair from here, one table from there.
Good luck.
What is the end result?
Yeah, good luck.
Why do they need to have a good luck?
Good luck. I'm not telling you, it's an harmony of material that you need to be together, respecting the design. Okay? So if you're starting to buy that veneer that you need to be brown from you, okay, and after they buy the chair that they go on that table to somebody else, that material most probably will not matching. It's when somebody do the joinery locally, they're super supplier, very good supplier, but they don't matching the finished material of the joinery with the finished material of the furniture. So you have doors where the door, when you close the panel of the door, is, I don't know, you see that is the grain is like that, and the frame, the grain is like a flam, okay? And it's a little dark, come on, that is like a punch on the face.
We suggested to come in at the very beginning of the design. And these people say, no, you don't need to bring in manufacturer at the beginning of the design, to follow through the design and advise on that. So what's your response to those people that says, no, come in at the tender stage? And
good luck.
You wish you good luck to everybody.
It's the problem that we face every day, Filippo, every day. So it's a good luck. After the buyer or the procurement or the client, they thinking that is, I need open in December, I need the material in November. Okay, when you order the material in October, what is that? The logic is so up and down. That is why to have a manufacturing to working close to a designer, you need to be clear. The manufacturer don't need to have 1 second the stupidity to, no, you need to design different. They need to shut up. It's only when the selection of the material on the table, on the specs, to say, hey, be careful, that material cost a fortune. So you already killed that chair for the budget of the client. So working in material don't mean to interact with an interior designer and tell them what they need to do. There's a joke. Interior designers, they don't know. They know exactly what they need to do without anybody to tell them what they need to do. It's in the area of the material that you need to be on the timing, on the process of the material. Control samples. If you specify a material from a brand in Germany, in Italy, in America, whatever, okay, and you specify that name, and of course the product is a standard material made in production, so it's looking fantastic, but the price is at the sky, okay? So now the client is forced to buy a bespoke material, thank you God. And now the company that they do the bespoke material said, okay, I need the control samples. And the process go back to the interior design, said, hey, we need the control samples. And there is no control sample, but it's very logical why. Because when you specify 1, 2, 10 times, 100 times the material of somebody that you will never buy from there, that company says, you need a control sample for what? To have somebody else to replicate my finish, and ciao, with the respect of the copywriting, of course, and blah, 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 okay? So the lack of control samples in the market is killing the process to go in production, to respect the timing of the schedule. I don't know how many people are understanding that, because every single project we manage, there is always the problem with the control samples. We have a project, incredible important project, in an incredible country, okay? You remember the control sample of the fabrics? I think it was probably like that. You remember? Okay?
Yes.
So what do you need to do with that? You said it's a joke? Oh no, I don't have nothing else.
Paolo Della Casa answer, good luck.
Yeah, good luck. So we look in material, we submit material, which is impossible to with a 3 by 3 centimeter. What you see, you don't see you don't see nothing. You don't see the design of the fabric. So all that is in every single. Unfortunately, in many projects. I don't want to say every single project, but in many projects. So when you're starting from the control sample problem, you create a problem to the job site.
So there is always a problem with control samples, and obviously you mentioned brand many times, and obviously our production is in China, and so what's your views on and how do you respond to the people made in China? They've got this label of made in China. You know, they may be perceived as a low quality. What's your views on that?
That is the only place to do hospitality furniture, nothing else. They born to do hotels. The European, Italian company, they created factory to do retail. When the retail business starting to go up and down, they jump in the big hotel. Wow, many units over there. Okay, but it's a different operation. You working with the retail mentality in an hotel? Come on.
So how China has changed since you went there in the early 90s until now?
It's enough to open a newspaper. You see the change of China. It's an incredible country. There's still a lot of company that is unfortunately they don't working well. They don't have experience on the export, so they don't understand the international market. But there is company that are extremely good. I'm a fan of one of them, which of course I don't say the name. The owner is a Japanese gentleman, an incredible marketing guy, incredible. But when I discover in the way they really go in production, you go terrified, because it's not matching what he said. Okay, you go in a different direction. But the gentleman is so fantastic that really he have the credibility of the market, and the market trust 100% in his word, which sometimes is a problem.
Why?
Because talking is very easy, like you see me. Action is a little more different. Cost a little more money, a little more effort, sacrifice, scar on your body.
And he's not Chinese,
The
obviously.
scar?
No, he's not Chinese.
No, he's Japanese.
You say he's Japanese?
No, he's Japanese, an incredible person, really good-looking guy, incredible, really.
So
I admire the person.
So no matter
he was
where,
able to create a brand which is extremely complicated, an important brand, Chinese, even if it's Japanese, but it's in China, an incredible collection of product, very designed by probably top interior designer worldwide, and he manufacturing the collection extremely well. But when you jump after on the hotel business, and you manufacturing not anymore with the same passion, but you go to the real bottom of the Chinese factory, it's different. I was shocked when one day in Shanghai I working inside the factory, and I see, I think you've been with me, and we see an important project in America with the carton box production, the name of the company, and we asking, I'm sorry, why? Say, yeah, we manufacturing for him. Who? When we left, if you remember what I said to you, I said, hey, not anymore in that factory. I never saw a disaster, an organized factory dirty. You remember, no?
Yeah, very well.
So that happening in the market too many times. That's why I don't like to go in the market to sell. I think I'm in America. They always said to me I was a very good marketing selling guy to sell things. Okay, I don't like anymore. Like I said in one of the first videos, it's not anymore time to talking.
So with Paolo Della Casa, what you see is what you get.
I don't know. I hope. I try to give what I said. Filippo, you're with me in the office every day. You know when I promise something, the challenger that I personally take in my shoulder, because I know that the project is not ready. I know not the construction, the people that they manage the furniture, they are not ready. They don't have clue of material. They don't know what is the process. So when I say, yeah, no worry, we will do that. It's an incredible challenger, incredible responsibility that I put in my shoulder. I fall into believe at my age that there is the chance to change the system. You and me, we're talking so many times about that. You tell Paolo, you dream. I like to dream, and I like to running around my dream and to try to have one piece of the dream to be there and say, oh, I was able to do that. Because even if I was, thank you God, I did well, okay? It was tough, but I'm not happy. I'm missing that step. I want to do something that really it will change the interpretation of our business. I don't think I will be able to do that, honestly.
But sorry, you have an incredible track record. You've done a lot of projects, scars in your body, economically well. You're happy? So what is missing? What is that? You define
because
it.
I think I'm not enough smart to go to retire and to say, ciao everybody, I did what I need to do to have a good retirement, and who cares? I'm not, unfortunately, a no-care guy, okay? I like problems, only in our business, of course, which I've believed that there is the solution for problem, even when it's very tough. When it's very tough to demonstrate that, because you have a lot of obstacle that is jumping up and down. It's like to drive a Formula One car in a race, and you have pylon that is coming up and down without to know. So you need to be really, no. So I think I driving well, but the complication is there. So that is why I said I think I will be not able to do what really I dream to do, which is not money. Thank you God. It's not anymore the money problem. Is really to see that it's possible to deliver something with passion. Oh, where everybody's happy. They look in you and say, "Hey, good job." You say, I did only what I promised. Finito. You don't need to do nothing.
In the last week, our marketing team got in touch with our audience in social media. We have two killer questions for our own Paolo Della Casa. The first one comes from Colin from Amic. Probably the single least hygienic and the single least sustainable item in a hotel is the mattress. Do you think the hotel need to find alternatives?
Yes.
So what should they do then?
Speaking with all the chain of supplier of the system and to synchronize better material again and to find the solution. I'm not the guy to tell. I'm not an expert in matters. It's an OSA material, so don't have a lot to do with the furniture. But the question is perfect. Is right?
Vincent from Star North Holding Group. What's your opinion on the impact of digital technologies as it relates to real estate development and design?
We offer already 3D prototype system for interior designer. Because of the COVID, of course, it's not easy to traveling and to fly prototype material from China or whatever country is very expensive. So some interior design was absolutely pleased of that, because it's possible to interact in the 3D and to see if the ergonometry is working. If it's not, they change there before to go in production. So you save money to the client, and you only do probably the prototype is like the finished material.
Dear Paolo, for as much as I love you, it's 12:30. It's time to go for lunch. And thank you for being here.
I have a question for you now.
Yes.
What is your, what you call?
Suspenders.
Suspenders, Larry.
Now they understand what I'm going through every day.
Me, yeah. For sure, they're sorry for me, the Paolo, with the guy every day around. It's terrible.
See you next time.
Where's
my you've been in America.
Come on, man. What is that mania? That give me money. Try to
Guys, thank you for staying tuned and keep watching Wood Couture Podcast.